I just realized my daughter got a Barbie camper and a Barbie science lab for Christmas, which is essentially a Barbie Breaking Bad starter kit. Who is faster, Superman or the Flash? The cameraman. Now before we start, Anakin, let's talk about your copay and deductible. Massive crack in Antarctica ice shelf spanning 11 miles. That damn squirrel. I hate that I don't even have to think to get this reference. I just automatically know. Christopher Lloyd in The Mandalorian. Christopher Lloyd, man in the DeLorean. And Friends, Chandler asks Monica if there's a nuclear holocaust, will she date him? Monica replies with, okay. Later in the series, Monica and Chandler got married. Pros in swimming pools like, I am speed. Me, I peed. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. When your life is falling apart, but you try to keep a positive attitude. Some years after global warming. Pros? Disney, 1923 through 2021. Disney, 2022 through 2023. Came out of work and Aladdin has taken up 2 parking spots. I'll show him a whole new world in a minute. How they actually made Jurassic Park. Me after seeing an actor who died in a movie. Impossible. Avengers, Age of Ultron. Little known fact, Luigi's actually the one that defeated him, but they completely cut him out of the movie and he didn't even get any credit for it. Make a classic movie following the story or draw 25. Disney. What a great snow effect they had in 1939. Friend. When's the last time you've been to the gym? Me. It's been 84 years. What people think the new Barbie movie is. What it actually is. If this is your first night at Waffle House, you have to fight. Staring at my friend who's asking me 45 questions about a movie that we're both watching for the first time. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. The existing and ever-growing library of human ingenuity and genius expressed through the medium of film. My favorite movies. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for Elf on a Shelf. At first, I thought this was Batman bending over. What if the panel on Darth Vader's chest is actually an MP3 player that plays the Imperial March whenever he walks into a room? Well, that's just hunky-dory. No, that's just stupid. I can't shake the feeling I'm about to get eaten by a velociraptor at Target. How to offend 4 groups of geeks with 1 photo. Failed as a rapper, became an Avenger. He proved it's easier to beat Thanos than Eminem. Tommy Lee Jones always looks like his son just told him he wants to ride unicycles professionally. He's been struggling with that button for a while now. Giant wearable turtle pillow. You can be a real-life Ninja Turtle. Superman flies off. Wonder Woman flies off. Green Lantern flies off. Flash already there. Batman. I told a joke on a Zoom meeting, but nobody laughed. Turns out I'm not remotely funny. Ticketmaster be like, what's that bring the total to? Hang on, Rose. They're sending a submarine. Still too early. And the Barbie Oppenheimer crossover has begun. Harrison Ford is the only one who can be mad and happy at the same time. Historical figures. Actors playing the historical figures. Me watching someone use my driveway to turn around. A finite amount of popcorn that just might be able to stretch to the end of a movie with a little discipline. Me during the opening trailers. Clark Kent takes off glasses to clean them. Random civilian. The most vulgar character of all time. They beeped out every single word he said. Starting a new show. Rewatching your conference show for the 15th time. Both of these were by the Coen brothers. Eeyore being all depressed even though he lived in a magical forest with all of his caring friends should have told us more about how mental illness works than it did. Am I the only one around here that accidentally slams the door because you're not used to the windows being open? Yeah, I'm not singing that. 6-year-old me after the waitress drew a smiley face with ketchup on my burger. When you and your friend are at your neighbor's door because you kicked your ball over the fence. What baby is winning this fight? Don't put Nutella on salmon or you'll get salmonella. Me driving. Oops, that was illegal, but it's fine. Me when I finally get paid. Me after all my bills have gone out for the month. I get road rage walking behind people. Never ever, under any circumstances, pause a Disney movie. Parenting at 9 a.m. Parenting at 9 p.m. People complaining that I'm using an outdated format. Me who knows the Emperor's New Groove is timeless. Person, which Disney character do you think you are? Me. When you're trying to figure out how this kid puts his shirt on. When you were afraid of Scar as a kid, but relate to him on a personal level as an adult. I'm surrounded by idiots. Y'all mind if we talk about how Pixar managed to put a receding hairline on a fish? Fun fact, the guy in charge of naming movies at Pixar makes over $700,000 a year. He got a $300,000 bonus for coming up with Cars, that guy after naming Toy Story. There are two kinds of people in winter. The cold never bothered me anyway. My tail's froze, my nose is froze, my ears are froze, and my toes are froze. Pick any year, it doesn't matter. Just don't enter 2020. Or 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Scar! No! Because we are family. When you're watching a cartoon and you hear a familiar voice and you sit there for 10 minutes trying to figure out who voices them. A people trap set by a mouse. Be prepared. Blow in my eyes gently. Only some people will understand. The characters Keanu Reeves plays. Keanu Reeves. Don't talk to me when I wake up. I need an hour to defrost. Something brought you here. Fate? Destiny? A horse. A blue guy named Sully has unique access to a hostile species that maintains the most precious resource in the world. He discovers the species is not what he thought, befriending a young female and eventually fighting against his own kind to protect her. Which movie were you thinking of? My subtitles. I can't hear without my subtitles. When people up north say, it's hot outside. When the teacher is watching you during a test. And you pretend you're at least trying to think. These movies are for kids. My dad couldn't breathe when he handed me this in a gift bag. Just on the floor, laughing to tears. In Hercules, 1997, the cape attached to Hercules' armor is actually the shawl that is given to him by his adoptive mother. Is it just me, or is this one of the most relatable animated movie scenes ever made? I can't believe you don't want to go to your own son's graduation. It's not a graduation. He's moving from the 4th grade to the 5th grade. It's a ceremony. It's psychotic. They keep creating new ways to celebrate mediocrity. Ladies don't start fights, but they can finish them. That is a cat with a hair bow. How is that relevant to the caption? Uncultured swine. In Home Alone, the same actor who plays one of the bad guys also plays the cop at the beginning of the movie. Y'all are pathetic. He was casing the place. Idiots. Disney executive. I need ideas, people. Big ideas. Employee. What if we did all of our own movies again? Disney executive. Cigar drops out of mouth. That sums it up, but all the remakes are a lot worse. Feeling very judged by Cinderella. Cinderella puts away all the materials from one project before starting something new. Let me check on my mental health real quick. I'm just going to give it a few more minutes. Me when someone comes to the door. Don't move. Maybe they'll go away. So I was at the airport with my sister and we had excess baggage charges, but we didn't have enough money to pay for it. Luckily though, Keanu Reeves was on the same board as us and ended up paying for everything. Because that's what heroes do. You already have an account. I have no memory of this place. Cinderella before the nose job. My knowledge on Disney. My knowledge on adulting. Let's never forget when Shaggy said the realest thing ever from Scooby-Doo. You didn't pack the luggage? Like what's the big deal? We all wear the same outfits every single day anyway. 1 ticket for Oppenheimer, please. 1 ticket for Barbie, please. Convicted of murder, Christopher Robin. Me, already late for work. Also me, do I have time for a coffee? Yeah, I've got time. Hades was always my favorite Disney princess. Your closest friends that will come through any time of the day just to hear you vent. Front of house staff, the kitchen staff. I have magical hair. I have ice magic. I've got a jar full of dirt. Keanu Reeves in movies. Keanu Reeves in real life. My knees. What did you do to me? 30th birthday. I took away your bending. My little brother. Me. Tell mom you're hungry and you want McDonald's. I'll never understand why Ariel didn't just grab a pen and pad and tell Eric that Ursula stole her voice. The most underappreciated joke of all time. Student finally graduates from college. Student loan companies. He owes me what you call a life debt. When there's a new free skin in the game. I think my girlfriend's professor makes super suits on the side. When you miss the last step on the stairs. Well, Abu, looks like we don't need the genie anymore. Me with my friend's problems versus me with my own problems. Stop everything and look at Judy's iPod. What if our reflections are the real people and we're their reflections? And Ratatouille, when Linguini brings Remy back to his apartment and gets all embarrassed and is like, it's not much, to a rat. That's my level of insecurity. Go ahead, name any wrestler and I bet I could beat it. What about a wrestler named Paper? To make a TV show, you need 1 banana-shaped man and 1 orange-shaped man. Let me explain. When you decide to skip class and you get an email from your professor saying class is canceled. We have a 2319. I repeat, a 2319. If you get it, write it in the comments. I spend far too much of my life wondering what household object I'd have been turned into if I was in Beauty and the Beast. And Ratatouille, the ratatouille that Remy prepares, was designed by Chef Thomas Keller. It's a real recipe and it takes at least 4 hours to make. Marvel abandons Spider-Man films in dispute with Sony. First time? Huh? That one teacher who actually cared about teaching. 14-year-old me. Go, you could have gone. You ever just feel like you're going through life as Mrs. Nesbitt? Disney's The Lion King was made by their B team of animators. They expected Pocahontas to be the bigger hit and had their A team work on that movie instead. When you realize the type of chains Elsa had on were obviously made for her. However, Hans could not have made them because he had no idea that covering Elsa's hands stopped her powers, and also didn't have the resources at the time to make them. The only people who could have known this were her parents. Elsa's parents made a cell specifically for their daughter in case she got out of control. Me. Wow, I feel really good this morning. My wife. Maybe you should go to bed at a reasonable time instead of playing video games until 2 a.m. You could feel like this every day. Me. No, I don't think I will. This doesn't really need any words. I'll never let go. That moment you find out, the Titanic sank with 10,000 bottles of wine on board. Too big to fail before it was cool. A lot of Titanic memes. Carl from Up in his late 70s versus me in my early 30s. How's your love life? Me. Giving a second season to a bad show. Canceling a good show with great potential. Forget unrealistic expectations about romance. Disney taught me to explore alternate uses for my kitchen utensils. When you're about to fall asleep and your buddy does that fake falling thing. Keanu Reeves says he'll make as many John Wick movies as fans want. Me, John Wick 37. We need a female reboot of the Joker. A woman who's just had it with misogyny, old white men trying to deny access to healthcare, lack of representation, unequal pay, sexism, being told to smile, being fearful, objectification. Make the movie a female rage. No one wants to watch a movie about a middle-aged white woman asking to see the manager. best response. 2012, the year when Pixar made a Disney movie and Disney made a Pixar movie.